My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Series 80 Chase variant, Kyle O'Reilly. And so here we have Kyle O'Reilly posed and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories really fast. Kyle O'Reilly does come with 2 pairs of hands. We do get a pair of grip hands. Then we get a pair of Undisputed Era posing hands. He does come with his Undisputed Era shirt, which looks really nice. It is a rubber shirt. And he comes with 1/2 of the NXT Tag Team titles. Other than that, Kyle O'Reilly doesn't come with any other accessories, so let's actually move on to his details. And so here we have a closer look at the Chase variant Kyle O'Reilly, and I have to say his face paint is a little bit better than the standard version, at least the ones that I got. He still has a Forrest Whitaker eye going on right here. As you can see, this eye does seem like it's kind of sleepy, while this one looks wide awake, so we have the Forrest Whitaker syndrome going on here. I do like the fact that it does look like Kyle O'Reilly. It's better than the Epic Moments head sculpt where he was making that weird expression. Really glad that they didn't reuse that head sculpt and we got this one. But yeah, overall, I think this works for the era of Kyle O'Reilly that this is supposed to be representing. It's when he was with the Undisputed Era during their long reign over NXT, which those were the glory days of NXT. Yes, I know that there are some periods in NXT, but I think when the Undisputed Era ran NXT, that was like the big times for them. But anyway, going back onto this figure, it is outdated because he does have the faux hawk mullet that this figure doesn't have. But again, this does look like Kyle O'Reilly for the era. So having a look at the body, it's the exact same that we had with the standard release for Kyle O'Reilly, where we do have his tattoo right here, which does go all the way across his side. Now on mine, I accidentally cracked the torso, and I don't know how. I was just moving his arm like this and bam, I heard a loud crack, and yeah, I split the torso right here. Now there's nothing wrong with it. It still functions normally. It was just weird that this cracked just from me moving the arm, and I got a little worried that I broke the arm, but yeah, he seems perfectly fine, to be quite honest, so there is that. On his right bicep, just like with the standard release, we do have the Undisputed Era emblem with the CFOS right here looking really nice. I do think that this one's a little bit cleaner than the standard release. He does have the wrist tape right here. Again, not a fan of these pegs. I really wish that these pegs were completely different. We do have his wrist tape right here on his fingers. On the other side we have the taped up fingers as well as the taped up wrist, but his hand isn't wrapped, so there is that. Moving on to his torso, unlike the standard release, we have black and yellow black tights with yellow and white accents, and surprisingly we don't have the Undisputed Era emblem right here. We actually have it on the back, which that looks really clean. I do like how that emblem looks. I kind of wish that it was a little bit glossy, but that's just me personally. I think the emblem should have been a little bit like a glossy paint. I might end up doing that myself, but still looks really nice. And normally the border on Kyle O'Reilly's tights is in the back. This one changes it up, having it in the front, and then the Undisputed Era emblem on the back. Having a look at his knee pads, we do have the Undisputed Era emblem right here, done in black with the yellow border, looking really nice. We do have the KO and the apostrophe for Kyle O'Reilly. On the back we have a border stripe right here on the right knee pad. Right kick pad has O'Reilly going down the side right here, done in white paint. Unlike the standard release, this one just wears black kick pads. We have the Undisputed Era emblem right here. And then I really wish that they did sculpt his laces in the back of the, on the back of the kick pads. I think that would look so much better than the way they did it, because the paint, I'm not a fan of the paint, to be quite honest, but it's still there in case you were looking for it. So overall, I think I like the standard release a little bit better. I think the standard releases should have been the Chase variants, at least in my opinion, but they did Roderick Strong in the War Games attire, so it's all over the place. But anyway, that's Kyle O'Reilly for you guys. So what we're going to do now is get him posed and compare to other figures you may have in your collection. So here we have Kyle O'Reilly posed next to an Ultimate Edition Brock Lesnar and a basic Jeff Hardy. Here we have the Chase version of Kyle O'Reilly posed next to the Epic Moments Kyle O'Reilly and the standard version of Kyle O'Reilly. And finally, here we do have Kyle O'Reilly posed next to the rest of the Undisputed Era. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually have a look at Kyle O'Reilly's articulation. Now, just like with the standard version, it's your basic run-of-the-mill elite articulation, at least the older style articulation where we do have a ball joint at the head. Again, doesn't really function all too well going up and down, but it does have some head tilt. So there is that. He can look left and right, no problem. Arms on a ball joint do go out to the side, go all the way around, no problem. He does have a bicep swivel. Elbow joint working fine, swivel hinge at the wrist. We do have an ab crunch which goes back and forward really nicely. Then we do have a waist swivel. Legs do kick forward to about right there, go back, out to the side. We have a thigh swivel up high, double bend at the knee, a little bit hindered by his knee pad, but it still functions normally, so that is good. He does rotate here at the kick pad. Hinge at the ankle, really stiff on mine. Let's see if I can get this hinge to, yeah, this hinge does go a little bit better. And then we do have rocker ankle for Kyle O'Reilly. So overall, pretty decent articulation. I know they have updated the elite articulation scheme, but for the older figures, he's still very nice. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Chase variant of Kyle O'Reilly posed for my final thoughts, and overall I really do like this figure. Out of all my favorite Undisputed Era characters, I think Kyle O'Reilly was my second favorite behind Adam Cole. I don't know what it is, Adam Cole just has the charismatic persona to draw people to him, but Kyle O'Reilly here is no slouch. I think Kyle O'Reilly here is very nice, and if you're a fan of Kyle O'Reilly, you're definitely going to want to have this figure, or at least the War Games attire that the standard version got. Now this version was kind of easy to find in stores. I think I picked up this version at Target. I could have picked up Bobby Fish at Target. I just don't remember which one I got from ringside and which one I got in stores. But Kyle O'Reilly here is still a very nice figure, although I do feel like he needs a pair of hands, with that being fists. It really boggles my mind why Mattel would never package wrestlers with fists. They kind of need fists because they do a lot of striking, and Kyle O'Reilly here is no stranger to striking. Overall, I do think the paint apps on this figure look really nice. Despite the fact he has a Forrest Whitaker eye going on, it's still a very nice figure. And if you can find this Kyle O'Reilly in stores at the time I'm making this video, unfortunately he isn't available in stores anymore. I have seen Elite, 85 in stores at the time I'm making this video. I know there are further ahead, but that's the furthest that I've seen in my area. This Kyle O'Reilly you'll only be able to get secondhand market, and I have seen him go for about $50. I don't remember the price. I don't really check the prices on figures after I pick them up unless it's a figure that I got secondhand, but this version is still very impressive, and if you're a fan of Kyle O'Reilly, you need this figure in your collection. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other WWE Elite videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you'd like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.